No.
And they're off.
Alright, so we've got some really good runners, SDiezal and TaiwanNinja. SDiezal does a bunch of the standard stuff that you'll expect to see most runners do. TaiwanNinja, on the other hand, what's going on in Diesel's stream?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't tab back into the game.
He started his timer late, so I'm guessing he waited for his timer to catch up or something.
I have no idea.
Anyway, Taiwan is using a color code to make Shovel Knight pink, so he will never actually change color, but he will be buying the Conjurer's coat later, which is the purple armor. More on that later. Anyhow, as the runners move through planes, they just want to collect as much gold as possible. And you're going to see them do a technique that's either called shovel or jump canceling, either term works. But essentially you can cancel your attacks on the ground when they jump, and this allows you to attack again in the air, or just keep moving. Oh yeah, these runners actually use different routes. Taiwan will be getting the Flare Wand, and SDiezal will be getting the Chaos Sphere.
I'm actually wondering if Taiwan will stick to the Flare one, because I know he said something about switching to Chaos Orb for consistency purpose.
I'm not sure. He was just practicing with the Flare Wand, so...
Yeah, I guess he's gonna stick to it.
The thing I'm wondering about Taiwan is if he's going to do a lot of the ultra risky stuff that he did in his earlier races against much lower runners.
Oh, he will. Because he's insane.
He doesn't care.
He is a proponent of do the craziest strats possible, usually. And he accidentally breaks a block while going for the bubble wrap. And this Diesel gets his attempt.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, Diesel dies, unfortunately. So what both runners were trying to do is go back up to that platform and then use the bubbles to perform a screen wrap, which would put them in the room that Taiwan is in right now, but it gets them right next to the ladder and they skip a couple rooms. Saves about 4 seconds. And Diesel chooses to just keep going. Meanwhile, Taiwan is at Black Knight. See if he performs the stun lock. It is easiest on Black Knight 1. But this is a good example of the shovel canceling. Because what Taiwan is doing and what Diesel is about to do is push the jump button after he hits the attack button while he's falling toward Black Knight, and that will allow him to push Black Knight into the right corner.
Mm-hmm. A perfect stun lock from Taiwan, though.
As well as a perfect stun lock from Diesel, yeah. That doesn't surprise me, both of these runners have been around for quite some time. Taiwan being among the first runners in the latter half of 2014 as well. And Taiwan's always been a very prominent runner of New Game Plus for both Shovel Knight and Plague Knight. Taiwan misses Gentle Hop. We'll see if Diesel can get it. Exploud, how do they do Gentle Hop?
That's a good question. And the way they do that is actually they jump towards the transition, and they want to jump at the transition at a certain time, so they hit the transition at pretty much the middle of their jump, but they have to do a full jump anyway. And when they hit the transition, they want to attack and keep the attack button pressed, so they get an extra hit from that, and they end up on the top platform. And both of them missed it, actually, so that's gonna cost them 2 seconds. Sadly, but not a big deal, I'm gonna say. There's also very few RNG moments in this stage, minus the rats, but you can pretty much react to them all the time, so that's not an issue. Later on, you will see other monsters that are way more RNG based, so we'll talk about them later.
Then you just saw Taiwan do his deviation from what Diesel's going to be doing.
yeah, Diesel is gonna pull ahead for the time being, but he will do a little visit in the village, so they will lose time again.
Yeah, it costs quite a bit more time to visit the village, but the trade-off for that is you have a lot more consistent later boss strats. Or just strats that just wreck bosses with the Chaos Orbs.
And he's getting the Diesel strat. Very smooth stages from both of them so far.
Oh yeah.
It's not a stage where you have like a lot of, you know, hard trick to do minus gentle hop and the actual fight. Let's see how these will do.
He missed the second set of photos. Looks like it. Got a little bit of a hit, but not a bad kill.
It's actually the fight he does all the time. He doesn't go for
He doesn't go for
the
the
4 health or the no. He doesn't go for the 4 health or 2 health. He always go for that 6 health strat, which is still very fast though and very well executed as well.
Yeah. Basically, as long as you kill him before he starts dashing across the room, it's a decent to good fight.
And this is where Taiwan is going to pull ahead again, because this visit in the village is pretty long and also pretty costly compared to just getting the Flare one, because the Flare one is 1,000 gold, while the Chaos Sphere is actually 2,500 gold. So yeah,
You're going to be seeing Diesel break a few extra checkpoints because he's got that extra 1,000 to make up.
getting Flare 1 makes Lich Yard a bit safer, definitely.
I mean, I think having either makes it a bit safer than going through what is theoretically the fastest route, which is to grab neither of those.
That's only in theory. Yeah, the other fact is that why it's safe is because you don't break 1 or 2 checkpoints depending on the route you're using, and also depending on which checkpoint you break too. Yeah, as you can see, Taiwan is ahead of like 2 or 3 rooms, maybe 4 actually. No, 3 rooms, yeah. The Chaos Sphere is gonna catch up in fights like Treasure Knight, Polo Knight. Those big bosses are very easy to kill with the Chaos Sphere. Oh, did Taiwan actually fell off the platform there?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because he had to wait for the cycle of the platform again, so that's very unfortunate indeed.
Then we didn't really talk about the frogs yet.
Yeah, they are annoying, to say the least.
I think that's a pretty accurate description on them.
Yeah, they have like different
They have a lot of
they can jump, different timing, different aids, a lot of things.
Yeah,
really
just a lot of minor RNG differences that covers a huge spectrum.
Yeah. It's not the worst RNG in the game either, because you can still some rats somewhat react to it, but yeah, if you don't have a good reaction timing, yeah, it's gonna be a bit hard on you, really. So let's see if Taiwan breaking the checkpoint is normal, it's safe, at least, not a hard fight. But let's see if Diesel breaks that one though. Just taking it as a safe, as a checkpoint. So yeah, definitely a good choice since he's a bit behind.
With that extra 700 that you got from 10, I wonder what other checkpoint he's going to be skipping.
Probably most likely the build 2 one.
That's what I'm thinking, because that's exactly that 750 right there.
And he's gonna get the one before expected too. Pretty good fight from Taiwan. He actually got good RNG, so very nice.
Missed that fight.
Yeah. So the Spectre Life fight can work two ways actually. The first, at least on the second pattern, the first pattern you always go at the opposite way side he is, so yeah, bottom left. And on the second pattern, he's gonna decide either bottom right or bottom left, and there he got good RNG too, which is bottom left. So very nice from both runners. Well, they got lucky, you could say, but hey. That means we have an even more even race. Yeah, twice even. That's nice.
Yep, the next giant thing of RNG we're going to see is going to be with some of these overworld enemies, these spawns right here. After the next stage that they beat, both runners will be going to Lost City. We have a jerk named Maurice that just pops up out of nowhere. He kind of likes to block your way to go to where you want to go.
Oh, there's that too, right? Since he got that 700 gold, he can also skip killing skeletons.
Oh yeah.
Which is,
yeah,
for safety purpose, it's a weird choice. It's a good choice for your time because you can theoretically. Oh, he's gonna go for pixel jump. Taiwan. Oh, he missed it.
Darn.
He said it was easy though.
That's okay. If anything, he just evened up the time, so now we have ourselves a match.
Yeah, he's gonna be quite a bit behind though now because I had to quit the stage. So
I don't think I've ever seen anybody orb those slimes on the second screen.
It's hard to do, actually.
Is he gonna go for it again? I want to know.
Maybe? Maybe not?
Knowing him, he's gonna go for it. Yes, he's gonna go for it.
He's going for it.
Oh, he missed it again.
Jimmy, no. I don't know what happened to Diesel, but he didn't get it either.
Yeah, I guess he mistimed his first or second jump. Didn't really pay attention to it.
Okay, will Taiwan do it a third time?
Like we say in French, jamais deux sans trois, which is never two without a three.
Yep, and then this race is still very far from over. We've seen Boschers claim a few dischange races completely.
Oh my goodness, Taiwan.
Oh, I got it. It's not over yet, though.
If he dies in this part, I will laugh.
Oh, yeah, he got hit by the...
No.
Oh, he missed the He actually got the backup and forgot to attack. That's very unfortunate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the absolute madman.
Still going for it.
I feel like I'm watching my race of yesterday. Oh, 2 days ago, actually. I don't remember when it was. Whatever.
Meanwhile, in the rest of Lost City, SDiezal has purchased the Dust Knuckles for 3,000 gold. They cost 2 magic to use, and they kind of push Shovel Knight along, or rather pull, in a horizontal direction. And they actually make him move faster than his normal walking speed.
Is he gonna go for a 4th time? No. He said, okay, 3 is too much. This is still a race. Oh, he died again.
No!
This is starting to cost a lot there. Now he's pretty much a stage behind.
Guess we'll have to see what happens the remainder of the race and if he can make up any time.
Because one thing for sure is that Diesel is not the fastest runner, but he's one of the most consistent of them, so... It's kinda hard to catch time on him. But we'll see.
Yeah, Diesel's no slouch. You only get a time he has after putting a lot of work into the game. But I think his any percent time technically is better than Taiwan's as well. He did it!
Yeah.
Taiwan did it, everybody.
The son of a shovel did it! Yeah, because... I could have said something else, but nah. Nah.
And Diesel enters Explodatorium. This level is based on global cycles, or at least parts of it are. So things in the level start moving the moment you enter the stage. And so what each runner wants to do is play pretty much perfectly for the first like 3 or 4 rooms to ensure that they don't lose any time later on in the level. Because one time loss in an early room just snowballs into more time lost later. And Diesel has already gotten hit, so...
Yep, so he's missed that cycle.
He missed the first cycle for sure now. To make it simple, it's not like that, but a mistake is a cycle, pretty much.
Alright, now that Taiwan got his groove back, he's making headway through Lost City.
He's deciding to go safe through the pod room. He got the low percent cycle. There's a strat for that. Oh, Taiwan died again.
Oh no.
And after he broke the checkpoint, so
He's deciding if he wants to reset the stage or not.
no, he's deciding to break the checkpoint. I think his money bags are pretty bad placed. So
Yeah.
yeah. See, Diesel gets the quick kill on the Alchemist. Ah, no, it's not. No, he won't get it. He missed a lot of hits there. The Alchemist nearly ran away. Still got him though. So let's see if Taiwan can get most of his money back. It doesn't need it any really, but there would be. Yeah, he can get some of it back. Yeah, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna get it back. There you go. Very nice. And Diesel going for Ghetto Skip. Very nicely done too. Diesel doing a pretty good stage, so pretty good run so far. Very few mistakes. And he got, there you go, Slime Skip 2. Yeah, very solid run so far for him. And we pretty much will have 2 bosses at the same time. On the right side we're gonna get Mole Knight, on the left side we're gonna get Plague Knight.
Yeah, Diesel has hit the magic number of 5,800, well, technically 5,500. Because I believe he does get Conjurer's Code and Charge Slash after this. Excellent kill from Taiwan on Mole Knight.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then momentarily we're gonna see both runners in the same stage again. In the flare-on route, they visit Sunken Ship, not Sunken Ship, Iron Way. That was a good kill.
Got a bit trolled by Plague.
That's what Plague is known for.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more dangerous than Boss Rush, since you grab that Conjurer's Code, you take an extra half heart of damage.
Yeah, or when you run flare-on route. Well, if Diesel wanted to go to Iron Whale anyway, he couldn't because he got reached, so hopefully this is not gonna happen again. Well, he was obviously gonna get the Conjurer's Code and the Charge Slash, but yeah.
Fortunately, being able to at least make it to town lets him have at least have a backup way to Ironwell.
Yeah. And he got reached, so he had to go all the way around Lost City to get to Iron Rail. It's not a big time loss, but you would rather go through the Exploratorium instead. Yeah. Very nice backup from Taiwan there. So here you're gonna see two very different fights from Diesel and Taiwan on both the mini boss and the boss. The mini boss mainly because Diesel has Conqueror's Code and China Slashes. Taiwan can only rely on Dust Knuckles. Still got it in one cycle, very nice.
Really good fight.
Diesel not afraid to take a damage there to go faster. That's... Technically you should not get hit by the 420 fish, but when you are fighting him, sometimes he's gonna throw those fishies that can be...
Just that in an unfortunate spots at the wrong time. Like right there.
Yeah. So now you can't take any hits.
Oh my god.
Oh, he died. That's unfortunate. So now Taiwan can catch up a lot of time because he has to go through the auto-scroller again.
It wouldn't be quite as bad if you managed to kill the 420 fish and fell off for whatever reason.
Taiwan deciding to take the health. He could have go with a 2 health. It's a doable fight with 2 health, but it's still very risky because you can still get 2-shotted by our dear friend Treasure Knight, so it's a good choice. Ooh, he's a little bit trouble with again. Oh, yes.
No.
And I lose time again because it has to go through a second cycle. So that's why you don't want to see 420 fish on the second cycle, because he leaves the screen and you have to wait for him to come back, so it definitely loses some time. Very nice dust skip though.
Very nice.
I wonder if he's gonna go for all the encore skip. I don't think so. Probably? Ooh, oh, he actually got it and didn't go for it. That's very interesting. Alright, he's gonna go for... No, I won't get it.
No. Oh no, oh no, no. Oh.
Oh no.
That's a really bad death there.
Yeah. Yep, and then with that checkpoint that was nearby, that's quite a bit out of the way, and it throws off some other cycles from some of the enemies on you, so you don't really know what to expect if you actually go for it without resetting the room.
Yeah.
But
you can't do dust skip anymore too.
Yeah, because once you hit it, it's gone forever. Well, until you leave the stage and come back.
But you don't really want to do that. Yeah. So I'm getting a really good dirt room there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You should get the 80% cycle. So yeah, as you can see, that strat is supposed to be a tiny bit safer, but if you get really bad luck with the projectiles, it can end up being actually worse than just doing encore free, so... But it's like very unlikely to happen, to be honest.
So Muncha, what's the advantage of swapping the 2 levels around for the Flare Wand route?
Let's see. Flare Wand costs less time to acquire, and actually does have some slightly faster strats on a couple of bosses, and in some movement cases. More often than not, though, it isn't as good against most of the bosses. It has almost no effect on Propeller Knight, and then Treasure Knight can block it a lot of the time. But it is still a solid item, and you can still get excellent time with it.
Oh yeah. And then, what's the reasoning to do Iron Well before Explodatorium?
In Taiwan's case, he's doing that because he wants the Conjurer's Coat in Explodatorium so he can die faster in Dream 2, and also have more magic to perform the mini-boss kill he did, and just use more Flare Wands on Plague Knight, because it speeds up that fight a great deal.
Yeah.
Because the Conjurer's Coat makes him take extra damage, so since that makes the dreams faster, since he dies.
That was close.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I tend to think that the mini-boss fight is a tiny bit faster too, maybe, I'm not sure, because I don't run
believe it
Flare One
is.
or Medium Plus. Oh, and Taiwan is insanely good at Plague Knight.
Yes, and then that Charge Slash helps a whole lot in conjunction with that Fire Wand. Yeah, we had him at about half health by the 4th jump.
Yeah. The lucky thing for Taiwan is that a lot of the boss fights are basically the same from his New Game Plus playthroughs, with a few exceptions of course, since having all the relics makes some things easier. But a lot of his fights generally rely on Flare Wand and Charge Slash, so he's right at home here.
Let's see. No, he's not gonna. I was gonna say, is he gonna go for early grab? But I don't think so. No, he's not gonna go for it. Oh, he's gonna try though.
That was a noble attempt.
Yeah, Diezal is facing the mini boss of the flying machine there. I don't think he goes for the pogo there. No, he's just gonna do the transition normally. And he's gonna grab the flying dagger. Propeller dagger, actually, sorry.
He has just enough gold to get there.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
heavy.
definitely. Entering that room, you want to have 3750. So... yeah, you want 3750. You can have 3550, but you have to go at the back of the room to get the 200. So you rather not want to do that.
And then there's also 200 right before the mini boss.
Yeah.
And then there's also 200 in that room that you go up so you can fall down to get past the fan site, to get past the fans.
Very nice Java room for Diezal. I'm not sure if he got hit by the Jawa because he's at 2.5 health. Or was it before?
I don't know. But Taiwan got hit at the right time so he didn't die to those spikes.
Yeah.
Sometimes getting hit saves you.
I think that one goes for the pogo here. Yeah.
Yep. Didn't quite get it. Oh no. Good save.
Nice reaction. He's gonna take the checkpoint.
I just want to point out that
help.
Taiwan is the king of saves. Just go watch the HDQ Plague run and you'll know what I mean.
I feel like he should have taken the health though, since he picked the checkpoint anyway.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if he's going to suicide as he gets into triple Java room or just go for it anyway.
No, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah,
he doesn't care.
I mean, he probably should anyway, with as far behind as he is. I mean, he's not that far behind, but still a decent chunk.
And he died. He wanted to go for it, does not go strap.
He'll go for it again.
Oh yeah. He's not that far. It's not a bad death. In the meantime, Diezal on Poplar. He has a very specific strat that is actually pretty fast still.
I love Diezal's propeller strat.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And he finishes by falling off the level. Well, Taiwan actually had a good movement setup, but just didn't make the distance onto the cannonball.
Yeah.
Right, coming up, Diesel will be going to the Clockwork Tower, the most Castlevania level in the game.
Oh yeah.
And he'll be getting the last relic on our route, which is the mobile gear. And he doesn't have to worry about picking up any more gold, because he has enough for that item.
And he can even die once along the way and not pick it up and still have enough. Yeah, but speaking of Castlevania, just the track for Clockwork Tower does sound like it fits perfectly in with Castlevania 3.
I regret to not have picked that checkpoint in my last race. Not that slow to actually get it, to be honest. You do a flying dagger into it and use that. There we get the mobile gear. For very... Oh, you missed the pogo.
That's right, he did that really cool charge glitch strat.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's...
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't want to say unfortunate because it was a really weird choice to pogo that way.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he doesn't have to get his money back, so... Oh, well, there he decided on purpose to die. He doesn't care, he wants to get the threat.
He wants to quite kill.
I'm not quite sure what his logic is here, but I guess it's fine.
I mean,
if he
missed a lot more hits, probably would have been a good idea since it takes a lot more time just to wait for propeller just to kind of fly around for a while.
Alright, he did it.
He did it.
Here we go.
Swag. Anyhow, Diesel is having a great run through Clockwork Tower, it seems.
Oh yeah.
He's about to fight the
Flawless
boss.
stage.
And one of the main uses of the mobile gear is its quick kill effect on the first phase of this boss.
I didn't know about it. Damn.
Dang, I'm sorry I spoiled it, man.
That's what it feels like to be an any-person runner. I didn't know.
Exploded you not having any relics. E4 Succumb.
Hi, Tinker Knight.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Tinker Knight.
But wait.
Nice knowing you.
But wait, there's more. For just 5 easy payments of 100 gold, you too can fight a giant robot. Made of wood.
Yeah.
Are there any other bosses that take bonus damage from specific weapons?
Plague Knight actually takes extra damage from the alchemy coin, I believe.
Speaking of extra damage, there's actually a really weird thing. Well, it happens only on New Game Plus, or if you are playing Plague Knight, is that our dear Tinker Knight takes double damage from explosions for some reason.
Oh yeah.
So if you so happen to play on New Game Plus and you get a plate where there's a bomb in it, and Tinker Knight is your next fight, you are really happy about it.
Yeah, I think on New Game Plus and Plague Knight, the bombs do like 6 full damage to him. So 12 hits, which is ridiculous.
The problem is that you don't really care in New Game Plus because you still have the mobile gear anyway.
Yeah.
But if you're crazy enough to do Lupus and New Game Plus though, you probably should not.
Yeah, for New Game Plus, you definitely want to be playing keyboard with as much relic swapping there is.
Yeah.
Right. Diesel making his way through the stranded ship. One of the more difficult levels of the any percent run. There's not a lot of health pickups, and there's also not a lot of magic pickups, unless you kill some enemies. And there are 2 spots in this level where you want to take intentional damage to move as quickly as possible. So getting hit in any portion costs a lot of time.
I thought he did his last flying dagger too late.
Yeah, I thought he was
too.
going to land it on right there.
I hate doing that. Usually I go only for 1 dagger and you can still get under the Viking.
And I'm interested what strategy...
Go ahead.
Well, I'm interested to see what strategy Taiwan will use on Tinker Knight, because he's used to having the mobile, or the anchors for this.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if he knows the Dust Knuckle strat. I think he does, but...
And at least he knows the gear strat for Tinker 1, I'm surprised.
Diesel skips the second to last checkpoint in Stranded Ship. We'll see if this pays off.
That's a really bad idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
So technically it should be safe because he's using the gear strat, then yeah.
He does have the capability of taking 2 hits before death. Or 1 hit before death, so...
Yeah.
Unless he fall into the spikes.
It's a matter of not jumping over the gear for whatever reason.
But he's safe.
In there.
He's gonna jump over that one too? No. Didn't pay attention to Taiwan sword actually.
Yeah,
I'm assuming he did Dust Knuckles since that's what he ended the fight with.
Even getting a pretty decent Polo Knight.
I kind of have expected him to do the Jade strat. He was so amazed by it.
Yeah, the Jade strat is very consistent and very nice for new runners, but if you know what you are doing, it's not... Well, Jade knows what she's doing, I'm not saying that, but...
Yeah.
When you're more used to do the actual fight, you don't really need to go through that.
You could probably get better, rather than doing the pogo thing, you could probably get him to bounce off the other wall and then continue with the normal fight and kill pull, maybe slightly faster.
We might actually see Taiwan make up some time on Diesel in the later half of the game here, now that he has all the relics. Just because Taiwan, again, is known as a New Game Plus runner, so he's used to doing all these levels basically exactly the same way he's doing them now.
Yeah, he only has to change a bit his strats in the later part of the stage because he doesn't have as much mana as he would like to. Unless you get a big drop. Oh, he decided to play safe. I'm surprised!
Me too.
Taiwan playing safe! Who would have thought?
Especially since he was still at full health at that point.
Ooh, Diesel just died.
Oh. Did he get hit by...
No, he just did a huge mistake. He overcalculated his flying dagger and just fall into the pit.
Oh.
And there he went way safer. Going to the gear strat, very nicely done too. I do think that Taiwan goes for the flying plus Dust Knuckles right there, right?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I believe he does.
What's...
I think he had the wrong relic selected.
Yeah. Oh, very nice from Taiwan. I was a bit afraid, but...
No, it turns out that apparently that's consistent. If you just bounce off of that mage and hold right, you land perfectly on the snowflakes with plenty of time to jump.
Wow.
Sometimes you get blocked by the dragon sometimes, so...
Yeah, I don't know, he was telling me that earlier, so... I have no reason to not believe him.
Believe in the Taiwan all the time. When the TaiwanNinja, so. Maybe he goes the wrong way for Puller, but he's got a good fight.
Yeah. Now that Diesel's halfway through Tower 1 and we're about to see Taiwan go there, you may have noticed that you're seeing things from all the previous levels. And that's basically what the latter half of the game is designed to do, is test your knowledge of every mechanic you've encountered thus far. Very similar to the games that this game's inspired by. At the end of this level, we do another fight with Black Knight, but we have a much tighter window to get the stun lock on him. It's considered one of the more difficult fights in the game, especially by newer runners.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a hard fight anyway.
Let's see if he busts out that gear.
He has the magic for it.
Yeah, he has. But I don't think he's gonna go for it. I actually have no idea how precise the gear strategy is. And I don't want to know because I basically couldn't get it anymore on practice today, so I was gonna ask. Yeah.
You just busted out on your last match.
Yeah.
Instead of us commentating on your match, we just said the entire time.
Why?
It was a perfect Black Knight fight.
Yeah.
That was a great fight.
That was a perfect fight. It's a hard fight, but it's just a matter of, of grinding it again and again until you get the timing, and usually you get it every time.
And grinding it takes
Mm-hmm.
probably a good solid 12 hours plus just to get it half the time.
Taiwan fairly low on health.
He'll be fine. Wow.
Barely dodge that Chompy though. Or that fairy.
Chompy.
I'm trying to go by the official names of the game.
Then we have to
Even
call
though I don't agree with them.
Do you really want to call that one room the triple flying meanie room?
No.
That's what I thought.
You killed me enough in my first race.
Making it through the last instance of the Jawas quite safely.
Yes.
Nowhere pushing by them.
And now some Reaver. Will Taiwan go for the gear strat? No, he's not gonna.
He might go for the charge glitch strat.
Oh yeah, like the 3 last hits, he does 3 charge slash instead of 6 attacks. That's right, something like that.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do. No, he's not gonna go for it.
Oh, so great fight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean,
It was flawless.
it was
Oh, yeah.
flawless.
There's still a chance for Diesel to catch up though, because there is a reason why a certain emote of the boss rush is represented by our dear Diesel face. Because if I'm the choke master of the old game, he's the choke master of the boss rush. So we'll see how they're gonna how it's gonna go. Hopefully for him, he's not gonna die. Hopefully for us, it's gonna be a race again. Who knows?
He just basically doesn't want to see play glass.
You get Tinker first, which is pretty good actually. Oh, very nice pogo on the red there to get above the blocks and then Flying Dagger instead of using Dust Metals, which is way faster. Way harder too, though.
One nice thing about getting Tinker first is that you have the magic to fight him no matter what.
Yes. And you don't have to worry to have like 30... If you go for the optimal fight, you don't have to worry to have 38 magic. The rest of the boss rush, you can go all out on most bosses now.
At this point, he just basically doesn't want to see Polar, Mole, and Treasure back to back.
Yeah. Polar, Plague, Treasure back to back is kind of annoying. Technically, in the boss rush, Treasure now is very consistent.
Yeah.
But that is on the condition that you are placed correctly before the fight. And since you don't know when it's gonna come, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people don't catch on about boss rush that I forget that I've never explained. It's best to kind of start towards the middle, preferably on the left side of where the food platter appears, and that's mostly due for familiarity's sake, because we start most boss fights on the left side of the screen.
Yes.
And in a lot of cases it affords spacing, like the fight for Propeller Knight. If you aren't in the middle of the screen, you're most likely not going to be able to pull that off.
Yep, and then another thing to know about the bosses in boss rush, most bosses will spawn based on your position, but it's really critical if you haven't killed Tinker yet to be on the left side of middle. That way you can get that gear hit before the fight starts, or really starts, because he will always spawn on that right side.
Treasure Knight is also the only fight you kind of want to be on the right side of the plate.
Yeah, so you're closer to the corner.
Yes.
Plague, it's actually better to be further to the left, because he tries to go to the opposite corner from wherever you are, or in boss rush he might actually always go left. I'm not really sure, because I always start on the left.
Really good fight from Taiwan there.
It looks like Plague is giving Diesel some grief.
Yes. He's high on health, so this should be fine.
Yeah, he should have this.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Taiwan unfortunately dies to Polar.
Oh no. Good thing Polar was always one of the first three. And then with Roll Blast, he should have no trouble finishing this off.
That's actually a fight you like to have last, because if you have in like any I'm gonna say any setup of the boss rush and you don't kill him in the middle of the screen, that means you have to kill him on the right side of the screen, and you will have to waste Flame Dagger to go back in the middle of the screen. Oh, he died again. Yes, that's pretty much set and match there. That's really sad.
Yeah, it would take some unusual multiple mistakes from Diesel for Taiwan to win this one.
I mean, he can still die a lot on E1. I mean,
yeah.
Q2. Missing movement too, because the movement is not that easy actually if you don't know what you're doing. Well, hopefully Diesel knows. With the time he has, if he didn't know how to do that room, I would be kind of a, you know...
I'd be amazed.
Yeah.
Yep, and then with
there you go, Polar is finally done.
There you go.
He's very low on health. I got Plague and Polar back to back too. Yeah, that's... Ooh. Decided to go straight to Propeller.
I think having Propeller is kind of nice if you start that one with lowish health, because it's fairly easy to grab that health and you're most likely going to grab it anyway during that opening. So it doesn't feel like you have a wasted meat.
Don't want to miss the opening though.
Yeah.
In the meantime, he's only 2 on 1. Oh, early. He threw it off a bit too early, so he's gonna go for the opposite strat? Yeah.
No.
Hey.
No.
She's got way too much health.
Oh, he could do it.
He could do it. 6 is
he could.
Doable. It's really hard, but it's doable.
I don't think Diesel knows that strat though.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
nice.
Double kill!
Nice.
Double KO gives you the win, even in boss rush.
Yes.
Even on Tinker 1, surprisingly.
Yes.
And you just have to kill the boss before the screen fades away. So if you have a stray Chaos Orb running around, you can hit the boss 2 seconds later, and it'll still give you the win.
Taiwan is pretty much done with boss rush. In the meantime, Diesel is facing the last boss of the game. Will opt for the Flying Dagger strat, most likely.
Yeah, the Flying Dagger strat isn't that much slower than the Dust Knuckle strat, actually. All that really matters in the Enchantress 2 fight is that you deal 8 damage on Shield Knight's first jump, which unfortunately he did not.
Yeah, he missed that last pogo to get up in time.
He can't get hit anymore, he has to be careful.
Yeah, after dealing 8 damage, Enchantress starts this phase where she slams the ground, which is how you get it back up. Sub 50 for Diesel.
Pretty solid run. Taiwan is left respect tonight.
And to
The
think,
next DLC will show tonight.
and to think, Taiwan did attempted pixel jump 3 times.
And died the 4th times afterwards. And he's still pretty close, so... The unfortunate thing is that it's a loser's bracket match, so... This is the last time we're gonna see our dear TaiwanNinja. Well, maybe on commentary though, who knows?
Yeah, but then pretty much from here on out and for the rest of the tournament, we're going to see the runners do a lot of riskier things. Like, just then we're getting closer and closer to top time only.
Oh yeah. But still,
So
I'm sad.
not yet.
Well, if you go by the tournament seeding, technically Mumu Aikai beating Westbeard is an upset, but Mumu has improved his time a lot. And I think he's like 2 minutes faster than Westbeard 2 right now. So that you can't really call that an upset.
I'm not sure. I was really close to doing an upset the other night. I just had that one fatal death that cost everything for me.
Yeah, no upset so far. Missed a lot of hits. Is he gonna go for low percent? No, that's not gonna work.
Oh wow, he almost saved that.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Couldn't tell if he died from falling or took an extra hit, or if a hit killed him on that one.
See if he gets hurt this time. He's getting...
Oh no! He went too early.
Maybe if he spammed like the play one or something.
That time he hit the gear, threw the gear the wrong way.
Oh no!
Please, Taiwan.
There, come on.
Please!
Come on! There we go.
Ninja, please! And let's see now, the last boss of the game. Or something like that, I don't know. Maybe there's another one, I don't know. He's not gonna grab the money back. He got a lot of flying daggers hit there.
Nice.
So tilted.
Bet.
Hi Taiwan.
Hey, Taiwan.
So
Yeah,
tilted.
Diesel.
Slime smacked me after I finally got pixel jump. I think that's when I decided. Or then,
Oh,
that
yeah.
Most City was awful.
My Treasure Knight stage was god awful. I died twice.
I think I died 5 times in Lost City.
It was still a really close race the entire time though.
And then I died to spikes on the polar fight and the free fight. Oh my god.
Oh, that's rough.
And then I missed propeller kill twice in the real fight. Oh my god, that was just a terrible, terrible
Mine
run.
wasn't any better. I had a lot of things go wrong. Just really small little mistakes that turned into big ones.
Well, good game. I gotta
Yep,
get
GG,
ready to
dude.
go somewhere. That was fun.
Yep,
Later.
it was fun. Later, dude.
See ya.
Taiwan.
Diesel, congrats on your win.
Thank you, sir.
You have advanced in the losers bracket. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm like forever rusty in this game. I don't know why. Like my hands just not work tonight, but oh, I just gotta warm up a little bit more.
You need to be dreaming Shovel Knight. Practicing your
Yeah.
dreams as well.
That definitely helps as well.
Do you practice the dreams in the dreams?
So we're having Inception practice.
Indeed.
That's the way to
But-
do it, boys.
Wasn't too bad, but it's alright.
Ron Paul, yes, this game is long enough to justify the price for a casual player. Get it as soon as possible before it splits up into different games with different prices.
But Diesel, I want to know who you want to face next. That's a question.
How are the brackets set up? Who do I go against? Between who and who?
I thought you were going against Xploud soon.
It will either be Xploud or you, Mario.
That's why I asked the
Uh,
question.
Oh man.
I'm calling you Mario's getting the first upset at this tournament.
He's gonna upset everyone.
Everyone, he's gonna take Smoggy down.
I mean, I'm joking on that, but I am fairly well known to choke a lot, so yeah, we'll see how it goes there.
You Mario, we believe in you.
Since I don't believe in me, you only have to believe in you, Mario, anyway. You know.
Xploud just gonna default to low percent eventually.
Well, if I have to face, like, I don't know, Moo at some point or Moonsha, maybe we could do that. Or the funsies, I guess.
It's true. Let's see. Speaking of matches, the next match coming up is Wednesday the 15th at 11 p.m. Eastern. That's Speedfrog versus Jade Puppy, and then Mario versus Xploud Your Ear on next Saturday, February 18th at 4 p.m. Eastern. It looks like we have a bunch of other matches to schedule, so we will get on that. But I think that's going to do it for us this evening. Thanks to Fiesel for restreaming, as always.
Thanks for commentary, guys. Appreciate it.
See what's on Speedrun's Live's calendar release. I think we have the last thing for the night on here.
Looks like it, yeah.
Alright, come back here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the Final Fantasy 1 tournament. That's been pretty cool so far. That's been pretty fun to watch as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we
Yeah, a
have,
lot of stuff tomorrow.
yeah, then there's a couple of Mega Man 3 matches
A couple.
at 12 p.m.
Just a couple, you know.
that are
just
together.
5.
That are
No big
together.
deal. No big deal.
5 total. I think it's semifinals for Super Metroid 100% tournament at 2 p.m.
Ooh, that's gonna be great.
I think last I heard they got the double race going. I might need to look at that schedule to confirm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep,
it's not a big
yep.
deal.
Yep, that is going to be a double match.
Ooh.
It's basically gonna look like the AGDQ lineup, except we're trading Wild Anaconda for Jack 879. So that's gonna be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you like what you see, just keep coming back and follow button. You'll see when things are up again. Have a great night, guys.
Have a good night.
All right, see you guys.